How to decrease time spent exercising and increase effectiveness. Now, people have told me over the years that a big reason they don't exercise is time. They're too busy, they're too tired for hour-long workouts, and basically just not interested. Now, what if I told you that most of the 50 plus folks I've trained over the years who have been successful in becoming stronger, firmer, and fitter for the long term actually spend less time working out than those who tried to stick with long programs and eventually gave up exercising? Hi, I'm Kevin, your 70 plus host for Loving 50 Plus. Now, we've talked about how to find time for an exercise program a couple episodes ago, but today I'm going to let you know that exercise, physical activity, absolutely does not have to involve long hours. Unless of course, you're golfing. And that certainly does not involve long hours of actual physical activity. It's mainly driving the golf cart, sitting in a golf cart while your buddies take a few swings, and looking for the beer cart. Now, I'm not talking about you if you're a golfer, it's those other guys. Now, the problem is 50 plusers have spent decades hearing about feel the burn cardio programs, hop till you drop aerobics classes that leave your headband and leotards dripping sweat. You flip on the TV and you see marathon runners and Ironman participants, all noble pursuits, and I've long admired the men and women who make such valiant efforts to beat their PR personal records in their events. And I know from helping people get stronger for these events, all the incredibly hard work they put into preparation is to be admired. However, for the vast majority of us 50 plusers who very much want to improve our chances for a healthier future, who very much want to regain strength, firmness, and fitness, and who very much want to live physically active, fun lives, hour after hour of heart-pounding activity is just unnecessary. Now, believing that long hours of exercise is necessary prevents many of us from doing anything at all, and that's completely understandable. You know, it just makes sense, and scientific studies agree that the most effective physical activities, the most effective exercise programs are those that will actually do consistently. And then do again, and then do again, until it's a healthy habit. As I've long said, consistency is more important than duration, so it makes sense that any program to help you become stronger, firmer, and fitter actually has to be enjoyable. If you don't have to dedicate all your time to pounding away on the treadmill until the motor is smoking, then how much is effective? Now, I'm sure you've heard about the recommendations from the Centers for Disease Control that suggest you see your doctor first before starting any exercise program, any new physical activity, and if you get a go-ahead from your doctor, aerobic physical activity of at least 150 minutes, that's per week. Don't panic, of moderate intensity activity. This can be accomplished by 30-minute sessions, 5 days a week. Heck, in 30 minutes at an average pace of, say, you could, how much you would go without huffing and puffing, you could cover 1.5 miles. And that doesn't sound like much, but given average stride length, figure a guesstimate of about 3,000 steps. That's actually a lot. 3,000 steps. The good news is 3,000 steps is doing much more than just increasing your cardiovascular health. It's doing a ton to strengthen and firm your thigh muscles, hamstrings, calves, joints, all the stuff your body needs to move around. And all that in only 30 minutes, 5 days out of 7. It's more of a bargain than an internet sale with free shipping. But even 30 minutes still sounds like a lot if we really haven't been physical activity for a long time. Heck, 30 minutes is an episode of Jeopardy! So let's get to more good news. Studies have pointed to even shorter periods of physical activity as being beneficial. 10 minutes of a good walk to the train in the morning. A nice 10 minutes before lunch, which feels great after sitting at a desk all morning. 10 minutes before dinner. After a time, I've noticed people can really get moving during those 10 minutes. Now, I tell you, I've walked many a slow and meandering route with people out for a 30 or 60-minute stroll. But these same people actually enjoyed a quicker step when only going for 10 minutes. Quicker steps get your heart rate up. And I can assure you, your incredible heart will greatly appreciate the opportunity to pump more life-giving blood throughout your body. Your heart will respond by becoming stronger and more efficient. Now, the CDC also recommends 2 days a week of muscle strengthening and some balance activities. Now, it's evident that weight training is the quickest method to increase strength. It's simply providing more resistance to your muscles than they normally experience. Your muscles respond by becoming stronger, firmer. And I've seen from my own experience that building the muscles in your legs, joints, and what is often forgotten, your feet, can help you regain and maintain your balance. Hugely important if you want to maintain your independence in the coming years. Now, one of the many amazing aspects of strength training is this: short sessions of body weight exercise, the example of wall and counter push-ups, shoulder presses, arm exercises with a couple of dumbbells, chest hugs, back rows with elastic bands, some core movements, only take a few minutes and are extremely effective in building the strength we need to actually enjoy physical activity. So please, don't think you have to go for a 10-mile hike. And don't think if you join a health club, they'll lock you in a room with crowds of sweaty people bouncing and pedaling for long hours. You just don't have to. Now, thanks for watching our Loving 50 Plus episode. I appreciate you being here. You're welcome to join us at Loving 50 Plus, and please click subscribe to keep us going. If you have a minute, leave a comment so I know what you're thinking. And maybe a thumbs up like. What you want for your body, your life, is what Loving 50 Plus is all about. I'm Kevin, your host. See you in the next video, and please take care of yourself.